Welcome to part 2 of my very first El Salvador surf trip, where I bring you through my surfer boy lifestyle. Surf, eat, surf, party, and surf on repeat. I quit my day job as an electrical engineer working in California at Apple main campus to pursue my new passion of surfing, traveling around the world to surf while soaking in the cultural experiences with new friends that I meet along my surfing journey. I started surfing at age 30. It's never too late to start building your dream life, following your passion and joy. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more. It's Friday night. We are here to surf, but we allow ourselves to get loose and have fun partying. Pick one day, Friday or Saturday night, depending on the swell, as the creator of your very own reality. Choosing and designing the morning surf session that you prefer to sacrifice by staying out partying just one day a week. I am new to surfing. I have just started to travel around the world to surf. But even from my limited experience, most surf towns are the same. There's always a party by the beach on Friday and Saturday night. I got really hungry after dancing and partying in El Tunco, so it was time for a post-party late-night snack. The next morning, there was a competition at La Bocana, the backyard beach break behind my hotel, Casa McCoy. The universe was telling me to go surf El Zonte for the first time. At 10:30 a.m., it was dead low tide, so Leo and I were waiting for 2 feet of water to fill in for even longer rides. Coming from surfing the Great Lakes, even at dead low tide, the waves at El Zonte was very long and was peeling for a long time. I didn't understand why we had to wait for the tide to fill in. While we waited, the grandma at the restaurant overlooking the waves at El Zonte let me pick my very own fish for lunch. Apparently, waiting for Mother Nature is part of the job description for surfers. You, as the creator of your reality, have the freedom to make any plans you want. I got the fish that I picked out myself. At 3:33 p.m., this is the wave that I caught at El Zonte. I was trying to pump down the line to make it to the next section, but eventually the wave closed out on me and I wasn't able to make it past. The funny thing about POV camera view is that it always makes every wave almost the same size. It doesn't matter if it's double overhead or shoulder high, it seems to make the waves all look similar in size. I wiped out on the outside set to immediately catch the inside wave. It wasn't particularly a long ride, but I was happy to be able to catch one inside. Again, on the POV view, as always, it makes the waves look extra small. The truth is that I came to El Salvador thinking that I can find more flow and practice lots of turns. Coming from surfing Aragon Bay in Sri Lanka, which is another right-hand point break. The truth, I've been playing survival mode. The waves are so big, at least for me, and so fast that getting into the wave feels like dropping down from a building. I haven't had a single turn where I even felt like I did a strong turn, surfing in survival mode. With exposure and experience, my body should get more comfortable dropping into these waves. Perhaps this is exactly what I needed. How can you carve and turn when you can't even get into a wave and find an open face? Gratitude. I got bailed out a lot. I didn't get injured. I didn't break my board getting out, being pounded into the cobblestones. Surfing at a new spot is always scary. Even getting in and out is dangerous. After my first time surfing El Zonte, I got my $6 post-surf meal, chicken on rice with some fresh shellfish. The next morning, June 29th, there was another competition at La Bocana, so I ended up surfing El Zonte again. On my 5'8" Magic specialty board, Paizel Radius Prime, which was not so magic at point breaks due to extremely high rocker designed for steep reef or beach break. You have a heart that wants to grow. You have a mind that wants to master things. You have a body that wants to feel the glide. But mastery is not always about using the hardest tool for every job. It's about knowing when the tool is in alignment with the moment. The Radius Prime is a blade. It's an exquisite instrument, but it is sharp, specialized, and demanding. When the waves are powerful, that board becomes a dance partner that meets you in intensity. You feel fully alive, fully met. But when the waves are not steep, not demanding, when the energy is softer, that same board becomes a wall between you and flow. You paddle harder, strain more, and taste frustration. You're not failing. You're simply using a tool that doesn't match the song of the ocean that day. Welcome to my life, eat and surf. For post-surf meal after the morning surf at El Zonte, this time I ordered the shrimp. After resting at the hotel, before going out for sunset surf in the afternoon, I ended up getting the $5 surf combo, 2 pupusas, 2 eggs, and 1 soft drink. I paddled out on my 5.5 IPA Supernova because Surfline said 3 to 4 foot at only 77 kilojoules of energy. If Surfline taught me anything during my El Salvador trip, is that these energy numbers mean absolutely nothing, as the waves for the sunset surf actually look pretty big. The IPA Supernova planes very fast, but here after my turn, I am too fearful to re-enter the wave. I really didn't think that he was going, as he wasn't initially paddling. By the time I get up high on the wave, planing, he starts paddling. I already put my head down, paddled, and when I checked the blind spot before dropping into the wave after planing, it was already too late. I was too high on the wave. Backing out meant consequential wipeout. I couldn't back out, so I dropped in, knowing that I should kick out. I apologized first, saying sorry like 3 to 4 times, but he was so angry. My 5.5 IPA Supernova is my flattest magic board, but it was too flat for La Bocana, even for 3 to 4 foot day, with only 77 kilojoules of energy. For dinner, I ended up getting taco birria and sushi served at the same restaurant. The next morning, Surfline said 3 to 4 foot again. Me, I can't get fold again, so I decided to ride my 5.8 Paisel Radius Prime. On which planet is this a 3 to 4 foot wave? I like to believe that everything happens for you. Today, I was on a 5.8 Paisel Radius Prime. It's slow to plane, loves steep drops, which forced me to grab rail for the first time. Yesterday, I was on my 5.5 IPA Supernova with a flat rocker, which is super fast and glides and planes early. When it's steep, it's an immediate wipeout. I got some barrel tips for next time. Put hand in the water to know where the wave is. And rotate the hips with the back knee pointing more forward. Thank you, mother. I love you. These are some other pics that were taken on June 30th. After grabbing my rail for the first time, all I wanted to do was get inside a barrel. Win-win situations make everyone happy. I escaped the capitalism corporate matrix because I did not like win-lose situations that capitalism creates. In my new Surferboy life, I want to create more win-win situations. When I grabbed my rail for the first time at La Bocana, I was super grateful for the photographers that captured these moments for me. Local photographers win because they get paid for their passion of photography. I win because I get filmed for following my passion of surfing, documenting my new Surferboy life. If everyone gets to follow their excitement, joy, and passion, everyone wins in abundance. I keep unlocking first-time new experiences. This time I unlocked floaters for the first time in surfing. Captured on my action cam DJI Osmo 4. Back in town at El Tunco, I captured a moment of surfer dudes, regardless of age, ripped and shredded. Synchronicity is when you're at the right place at the right time. Align with your higher self and the divine source. Right before my trip, they installed a new Surfline cam at La Bocana where I was staying at. And the day before I head over to K59, a new Surfline cam was just installed. Thank you, universe. Leo and I arrived at K59 Point Break, staying at the Flow Guesthouse. For the first afternoon surf session at K61, I started on my IPA Supernova. The session really didn't go well, as the waves at K61 was really mellow. Either I was unable to get on the wave early, or it got too steep and everything just closed out on me. At this point in my surf trip, I was battling food poisoning, and having a rough session at K61 made me never want to go back. The next morning at 5:30 a.m., coach said, "We are surfing K61 today." Me, "Oh, come on, can we please surf K59? Fine, okay, K61. Knowing K59 is glassy and pumping. First attempt at K61, I was too far wide and unable to get on the wave. The second attempt, I was too deep, which is the sacrificial sheep, the sacrifice. I wipe out hard, paying a deep price. At this point, I'm breathing very heavy, trying to stay calm, but it's not so easy when you're being pounded by a train of big waves. Third time is the charm, which is my reward. This is the wave where I only used top half of the wave. "Why art thou so afraid?" Mother asked. "It's a wide open face." Me, "Honestly, I don't know. It looks like I was too afraid to face the beach or back at the peak." Surfing in fear, I was not looking to go all the way down again. As a result, I had no room to bottom turn for a top turn. Even the next wave with the wide open face, I was surfing mid-face, only using half of the wave. Instead of being in attack mode, trying to hit the top of the wave, all I was thinking was, please get me out, as I eject off of the wave. For bigger waves, it can be broken down into different sections of different curvatures. Committing to getting down to the lesser steep part of the wave is the only safe path at that moment in space-time. Instead of committing to go down the wave, my brain said, "Nah, nope. Ain't going down that wave." And Mother Nature said, "Okay, then you can free fall." Same as usual with the recurring theme, Surfline again said that it was 3 to 4 foot wave, which is waist to shoulder high. And there was no way that this wave was 3 to 4 foot in height. Mother Nature really wanted me to expand my wave range, and I was getting punished after being punished for poor posture. Surfing is not like snowboarding, where you can carve on your belly or your elbow. I finally got out of the water thinking, one day at a time, one wave at a time. Give yourself the permission to dream. For post-surf meal, if my mother was from El Salvador, this is what she probably makes for the entire family. With me suffering from food poisoning, I was missing the good Toronto food scene. Toronto honestly has one of the best food scenes around the world. In the evening, I went out for a solo sunset session. It was big and messy. Couldn't really find the channel and barely caught half of a wave. And I got hit badly by a big wave. No way that was just 10 seconds. It felt like eternity. Being held down without any sense of floating back up. You let go of bodily tension. Let mother, washing machine, spin you around and eventually release you. The more you fight it, more you will run out of air and drown. Big tropical waves told me, "I give you wide, glassy, open face to ride. Why you no use the area?" Me, "I surf very short period wind swell at home all the time. It's illegal to carve, but I am here to learn. A bird raised inside a cage will never feel comfortable flying, even when the cage is opened." The next morning, we were back in uniform, back in business at K59. I somehow managed to make the drop that my Paisel Radius Prime with high rocker makes me take. Damn, you were so deep. Didn't think that you'd make it out. Me, Me neither, it's all good. The next wave, I also dropped in thinking that someone was too deep and I kicked out immediately and apologized first. Good thing about bigger days is that usually it's good vibes only because we're all out there trying to survive. So everyone is a little bit nicer, a little bit kinder, looking out for each other. I asked my Radius Prime, why do you want to fit the steep curve at the top of the wave? Radius Prime. I was designed for it. So it keeps making me land big drops because this is the point break, not a steep, hollow reef or beach break. Paddle a day keeps the doctors away. 3, 2, 1, launch. The waves are so fast and powerful that I'm still trying to man up and get the courage to look back at the wave. Just look at how big the wave is from the land view. I'm unable to get back into the wave due to fear. The next morning, I got a souvenir to end the trip, a broken leash and damaged board. I am grateful that I didn't get hurt. Let's take a look what really happened. I was really excited for this wave. Look how smooth and mellow the runway is on the right. And oh fuck, a collision. My leash snapped from his fins. My board also got hit from the bottom. Last surf session, the universe and surf god decided that my surf session was over before it barely started. Recurring theme. Whenever I level up, I feel like I can level up more. The universe. Slow down, you're going too fast. The 6-year-old version of me was terrified of the water. I cried every single time at swimming lessons. My biggest fear was putting my head underwater. Today, I am still terrified of the water, but I get up and face my fear every day because humans were designed to conquer fear, except many do it wrong, projecting their fear, causing toxicity, violence, and war. Thank you so much for watching my surfing adventure in El Salvador. Please like and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.